Hi, everybody. We're going to go ahead and just read Psalm 91 over this platform. Whoever dwells on the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment. Say the Lord is my refuge, and I say the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, and I make the Most High my dwelling. No harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all of your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because she loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue her. I will protect her, for she acknowledges my name. She will call on me, and I will answer her. I will be with her in trouble. I will deliver her and honor her with long life. I will satisfy her and show her my salvation. All right, give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, so welcome back to those of you that are returning. Thank you. Welcome back to those of you that are returning, and welcome to those of you that are new. Okay, make sure that you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It is in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you guys are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes shadow banning, copywriting of my messages. Everything said on this platform is channeled from God and the Holy Spirit, so the messages belong to them. Okay. Now we're going to do the prayer. So I ask that the Most High God and the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, to block out all, and Saint Benedict, to block out all evil eye and anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Now, as I call upon God's personal favor, I ask that you continue to give me the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on the earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Oh my gosh, so I feel out of breath. So somebody feels out of breath. Let's see. What deck do I want to use? Let's see, we did the true emotional the other day. Well, we're going to start with the energy oracle. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like my top. I definitely am aware of the color black. I just like the color black. Okay, so we're going to see what energies are coming in, because I definitely pick up on, I was hearing, before I started the reading, I was hearing Texas, I was hearing Atlanta, I was hearing New York, New Jersey, and I was hearing Louisiana, California. So, Las Vegas and Chicago. I think that these places that we're talking about could possibly be portals or vortexes or something like that. Really, really haunted. Okay. So I don't know what that has to do with today's reading, but I guess we'll find out. Sixth chakra, your third eye. Okay, so we have Archangel Metatron. I love Metatron. If you don't know about Metatron's cube, you guys will have to Google it. Okay, Metatron's cube. Okay, so it's a sacred geometry symbol that works if you get it printed on like any type of thing, actually. And you put it in your house, it basically is probably one of the best crystal grid protections that you can have for your home because of the way that it's designed. And you can put in each of the circles that are in Metatron's cube, and those can go for, throughout our house. So you could put different crystals in that area, and then it would amplify those properties. So if you guys are ever interested in me and learning about crystal grids, I can do a video that talks all about them and basically how they work and how to create them. All right. So at some point, I'll probably do. I have so much spiritual knowledge from working at the Crystal Ray that I should really be sharing it with you guys. Okay. And the other knowledge, working on getting it written down in written form so you guys can use. So Archangel Metatron being the first angel coming out, I mean, I'm kind of associating Archangel Metatron with the third eye and the crown chakra, but somebody has been trying to affect the way that you perceive yourself. Yeah, somebody that had a strategy. This is somebody that literally is dumb enough to like write down their plot and their plan. Like whatever their strategy was, it's not working. So yeah, Metatron's basically telling me that it would really help. Yes, yeah, absolutely. It would really help to create a crystal grid with Metatron's cube. You can get Metatron's cube on what are they called? Altar cloths. If you type it in to like Google shop, it'll pull up so many different products. But you'll want to get one of those and place your quartz crystal that you program. And when you program the quartz crystal, hold it in your hand and then state out loud, I only allow in that which is positive, benevolent, and good for me. So you're not saying I'm keeping out this. You're stating that I'm safe, I'm protected, and I only let in that which is good for me. And then put that at the center of Metatron's cube. And for each part of your house, you can put a different crystal in the circular parts, and then program those crystals. Basically, anytime you put a clear quartz crystal next to any other crystal, it amplifies the powers and energies of that other crystal. Like there's a quartz right here on the top, right in there, and then there's citrine. So it amplifies and it puts out a really big field of energy. So yeah, so you can basically build your home protection that way, and you can pray over it and all that good stuff. So yeah, Metatron's saying working with Metatron's cube, even having a protection sweater or a protection t-shirt with Metatron's cube. I mean, you can get one maybe, for fairly cheap. That would be another good thing because it's just a very sacred geometry protective energy. The way it's designed, it's just genius. So yeah, this person has a strategy to block you, but again, they're being blocked by Archangel Metatron. That's why Metatron's saying having a crystal grid will help. Yeah, you're being seen as this woman holding the heart. So you don't have to be a woman, whoever ends up watching this, but you are the woman holding a heart, or a woman holding a heart. Because I do feel like it's time for your guys' love contracts to come in. And this could be a new love contract with yourself, or it could be others. Oh, wow. You've been carrying citrine and serenity in your body. There you go. There you go. So, yeah. Their strategy was basically so whatever their plan was would have worked if you were not protected. But you are protected. So that's why these people are experiencing a big backfire. You're being guided to rest and rejuvenate right now. If you're having technical issues, that would be something to, oh my gosh. As I said that, the connection starts being, okay. Anyways, Archangel Gabriel, please, and Hermes, please help with all connection issues. Hi, welcome everybody coming into the chat. Help with all connection issues. Same thing with you, Metatron. Thank you. Okay. So, rest and rejuvenation. This is what's blocking these people's strategy. Now, somebody wanted to create a new soul contract with you. And this soul contract was going to bind you or restrict you or make it so that you have to share your whatever God gives to you with them. No, you're not engaging in contracts or anything that's like that or similar to that. Okay. Yeah, we definitely rebuke it. Hi, ASTRAEA, you're melting. A tree came down in the heat wave. What? You went out and cleaned up what you could? Oh my God. What the? Wow. Well, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, BC. That's crazy. I didn't know that trees fall down from heat waves. Wow. Welcome in, Shaman Maria. Yeah. So this person had a strategy that they were going to basically create a contract and then force the physical realm to agree to that contract. This contract does have to do with financial constraints. So if you were feeling financially restricted, it's because this person was trying to create spiritual contracts, not allowing you to either work or whatever. Like I was saying, it's kind of like a destiny swipe. Wow. Well, I'm glad that it didn't fall on you or your house and that you were able to clean it up. Like, you guys are awesome. So, yeah, these financial constraints, this person literally wanted you guys to lose your job or lose whatever income is coming your way. I feel like this would have backfired on them, literally, because I feel like a lot of you guys work for yourselves, and some of you might be on Social Security, disability, and some of you literally could have been feeling this financial that's right. You're not as old or young as your mind tells you. That's true. I believe that age and death is both, they're both illusions. So these financial constraints, this is the energy that's been causing the most frustration. We rebuke all vows of poverty, any contract, Jesus, Yeshua, any contract that was made without our knowingly permission, any contract that was triggered in the ethers or anything in the Akashic records that would bind us to any type of financial constraint that would give the enemy any type of, like weapon against us, we rebuke it, we denounce it, and we choose the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. And we know that the Most High God and the Holy Spirit would never create negative contracts for you unless you did something horrible. And even then, God would not do that. God would be like, okay, if you want to create them on your own, you can. Look at this person is in major anxiety. They could be like ripping their hair out. This person is feeling the energy of the financial constraints. Yes, absolutely. Feeling it all today. Absolutely. Yeah. But you know what? Having that mentality of eternal youth, it's a great thing. It's going to keep you young, keep your memory strong, and all that stuff. Because we all know the thing about life is that we all are basically condemned to grow, but we can choose how we grow. We can grow younger, we can grow older. And so it's just a conscious choice. And then we follow it up with our actions. So, the Kefri, the beetle god in ancient Egypt, I'm sure I've told you guys this before, but how these scared beetles are able to live in tombs for so long. Forever 21, there you go. How they're able to live in tombs for so long is that they'll start eating on a body and they'll mature, and then when there's no more food, they reverse their aging and they go back to being really small. So they're actually an animal of immortality. I mean, I'm sure they pass away at some point, but the fact that they can do that is a symbol of immortality. So very interesting stuff. You would never think that a beetle could be that interesting. Forever young. Yes, I want to be forever young. I love that song. So you getting rest and rejuvenation is what's saving you right now, because you do have a lot of blossoming abundance coming in. This is like your flowers coming up. This could even be part of your garden. This abundance is something that you not only deserve, but you have to be in a rested state to tap into this blossoming abundance. Because We may think that we get stuff through trying really hard, but it's actually the times that we're not trying hard that we enter into the state of abundance. The man holding a heart. Look at this handsome fellow. So you do have somebody here that's attached to this blossoming abundance. This is also somebody here that they're compassionate, they're wise, they're kind. Okay. They could have been put in the friend zone in the past, but either way, this person has an unconditional, undying love for you. And so they're either coming in with this blossoming abundance, or they're attached to it. Yes, they are. They are so interesting. Insects are so interesting. Seriously. They all have different, everything on this planet was created with a different purpose. So it's just kind of amazing to me. So this man that's coming in, or this man that's already in your life, again, this could be somebody you're already with. Somebody they have anxiety over this person. Yeah, because this person was unable to show appreciation, and you're going to be very thankful when this person comes into your life, or when this love is rekindled, because the person that they were with previously that's plotting against you, they were not grateful and didn't show any type of gratitude for this man and his abundance. And this person's going to know that you're not just trying to be with them because of their abundance. You know what I mean? Door to spirit. This person appreciates that you have access to this door to spirit. This door to spirit is not something that all people have. Okay. I do consider it to be some type of superpower, because when you can just tap into spirit instantly, that is being very, very blessed. So you're very appreciative for the gifts that you have. And that's why God is not going to ever strip that from you. This person wanted you to enter into a contract with them. So yeah, contact. Yeah. They wanted contact with you. They wanted to enter into a contract so that they could exchange energies. Yeah. Because you have something that's world renowned, that's coming, like you're bringing spirit to the world. And not to say the spirit's not already in the world, but you're opening that door so that the world can see angels, is what I specifically heard. You guys are here to open that door to this new world. And that door, for people to go over, they've got to go through spirit. You know what I mean? Which obviously makes sense. But yeah. Yeah. So this new earth is something that we're all creating collectively, but then we're also individually creating. Yeah, entering into this new world, this new earth, this new eon is going to cause you to have to walk away from people that do not serve you, and from situations and things. And, God's not going to make you just go, okay, you have to cut. Like sometimes God will say you have to cut this situation off right now. Sometimes God will give warnings like, okay, you may not want to do this that much longer, especially for people that have addiction problems. If they're using substances really heavy, and I'm not talking about marijuana, but like alcohol, for one thing, can really wear and tear on the body. Wow, you've been seeing a tunnel that spirals and changes colors as it zooms in and out. Wow, that sounds kind of like a portal. So yeah, there's a lot of places in this in the United States, justice in itself, where you can enter into, and it feels like you're going into a new world. That's definitely a portal energy or a vortex. But yeah, this new world that we're creating, look, it's going to be filled with caring connections. It's going to be filled with trusting. It's like, crime rates will be very low. We'll see a huge decrease because all of the high vibrational people that have access to spirit, that are in these caring connections, that care for the planet. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person that if I'm like at a campsite and I see somebody has left their garbage everywhere, I will literally go around spending, it doesn't matter how much time, to pick up that garbage, and then I'll burn it or take it with me and throw it away. Like I'm just that type of person because I really respect nature, and I don't want the spirits of nature to get upset, But not everybody feels that way. And so I feel like those of us that are connected to the earth, we're very gifted. Look at this, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So you've got Archangel Raphael helping your heart chakra stay free of any limitation. And I do feel like also Raphael is this guy's been looking to you like Bob Ross. Yes, just like brushing the clouds back. I love Bob Ross. That is so funny you brought that up. Yes, hand doing it. Yeah, painting your own illusion. So also, this person was going to try to basically make you feel guilty, guilt trip you into helping them. But you're walking away. Look, the sun. You're walking away because the sun is illuminating everything, showing you, that this person, they may look like they mean well, but you just got to question people's other incentives, like what would benefit this person, if they were to take something from me. Because this person has tried it. They tried to put you in financial constraints. They didn't want you succeeding at being a light worker. It's ridiculous. The thinking woman. So you were dealing with somebody that was this thinking woman, but this person, they thought really bad things. What they thought was that that you would be an easy way is basically it. But this person really wants to be you, and they're like a doppelganger. I literally feel like they're like, they want to look like you, walk like you, talk like you, sound like you. They want to be an evil version of you. Like this is like, you're in the light, this person's in the darkness. They literally want to be an evil version of you. Yeah, absolutely. Somebody trying to come back around. And they're thinking, man, these people are connected. These two people are connected. I feel like this thinking man is somebody that you used to know or used to be with, or somebody that fantasized about you a lot. Because I feel like this thinking man was the driving force behind this woman to do this shit. I think he was trying to turn this other woman into you and was using you. And this is very unfair, but using you as a bargaining chip to make this other person really jealous. I literally kind of picked that energy up. Yeah, these people have broken hearts. It's not your job to fix anybody's broken heart. If they've got a broken heart, that's their doing, basically. You did not break this person's heart. And just by you walking away, that you have to understand that some people will take that as you doing something, taking action against them. I don't believe you walking away from toxicity is taking action to hurt anybody. These people are brokenhearted because they were never in love with each other. This man wanted this woman to be you, and she can't. She was very patient, but not as patient as you are. And this is another thing they underestimated. The angels have forever, so like they can be really patient. Let's see what else comes out. Yeah, Archangel Ariel, the second chakra, the sacral chakra. So this person wanted to dictate whether you had children or not. That's crazy. This person feels like you don't deserve to have a family. Wow. The archangels are literally protecting you from this person because what they are thinking is basically wrong. They're thinking these things because of jealousy and envy. They're not thinking rational thoughts at this time. But yeah, I just heard the name Amy. Angel of Love. So I don't know if y'all know somebody named Amy or Andy, Angie, Erica. So yeah, you guys have an angel of love here. This is why you're not going to be taken off of your divine path and creating a new world. The door to value, exactly what I'm saying. You guys are the door to value. So you don't hold a door to value, like you are the door to value. That's why we all think that we're not worthy enough for God's love. All of us on some level think that, but that's not true. We are the door to value because we hold the door to spirit. That is the door to value. Also, somebody could be crying a lot. The angel of balance. Look at that. See, you guys know how to balance your energy, and you have an angel of balance putting protected. Like, if you guys have a pyramid, this would be a really good thing to have in your house. the angel of balance is putting protection around you. Okay. This person is not going to be getting away with whatever this is, whatever this idea is. I think the idea is just to become you so that this man will love them. But I'm not kidding. This man's got so many problems. He's never going to love this woman because she's not you. The magician in the mirror. He was like, go ahead and just do glamour spells on her. Basically, try to look like her. Do this mirror magic. Wow, what a bad idea. I would never, ever tell anybody to. And think about how twisted that relationship. You have somebody telling them to mirror your energy in every way. No. Archangel Chamuel. When people attack your destiny, they usually go for the crown chakra and the solar plexus chakra. Good. I'm glad that you put a protective boundary over yourself, you guys. This is exactly what you need to be doing at this time. And putting in their safety, because if you only state protection, then you'll be in a situation where you always need to be protected, and you guys are always protected. But when you put safety in there, it kind of gives you that extra relaxation because you know that you're safe. Hostilities. This person wanted to bring hostilities. They were creating hostilities, and they were also trying to project and mirror these hostilities into your reality and onto your body. So you could have been having shoulder aches. You could have been having neck pain, head pain. It was this person projecting stuff to you. They want you to literally forget who you are so that this person can be you. This person doesn't know you well enough to actually become you. Yeah, action. They're ready to take action. Good. You have an Orgod pyramid. Wow. Wow. Good. Wow. Well, I'm glad that you were able to type, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Seriously. And I've been in the dream state before, and I'll be like in sleep paralysis, and I'll be trying to say, Jesus, Jesus. And like, I won't be able to speak. Ooh, it's the freakiest thing. Or it's like, I can't remember the names. Like, it's so weird. I can't. And it's like, obviously I would remember the name Jesus, but when you're in that altered state, it's kind of different. The door to romance. So yeah, you hold this key to the door to romance. This person that's still in love with you, they want somebody else to be like a Build-A-Bear, like build a bitch, literally. And this person is not, I mean, this thinking man is not pleased with this woman. And while you're over here having a door to romance, you got this masculine energy totally pissed. Yeah. 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 It's passing. Good. Okay, good. So yeah, deceit. These people wanted to take action with deceit to come towards you and bring hostilities to you. These people are just carrying really bad karma. They've done a bunch of stupid things to each other, and they continue to do a bunch of stupid things to themselves. And so they're carrying a lot of negative karma, and they're basically seeing you living your life being free. And that causes them to be envious, basically. They see you guys being the man holding the coin or being with a man holding a coin. And also this thinking man wants to be the man holding a coin, but he's broke. He is broke. Then we got Archangel Michael showing up. First chakra, root chakra. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting our root chakra, for clearing it out and removing any hostilities, all deceit, and all fear. The door to personal healing and happiness. So Archangel Michael is a part of this door to personal healing and happiness that you have. And so I would be working, since that's one of your really close angels that you have, I would be calling upon him when you're dealing with this type of destiny swap energy. And you can just tell him in your mind or out loud, Archangel Michael, somebody is trying to destiny swap with my energy. Can you please investigate? And Archangel Michael will investigate it for sure. Usually usually God already knows what's going on, but the archangels will follow the energy back to see where it's coming from. And then they'll start cutting cords for you and snipping these people out of your reality. Yeah, this is all because you have the personal healing door to personal healing and happiness, and that you're the woman holding a coin. So basically you're cherished and loved by other people, and you're somebody who donates to charity. You're very giving, And you're somebody that's not stingy. You're not greedy. And that's why this man holding a coin likes you, because you're also not somebody that feels like they need to spend money all of the time. Like, you buy things when you need stuff, not just when you're bored. And that's being that way. Men will freaking want to make you a wife because I think a lot of men are tired of these women that just want to sit up, talk shit about other women, and spend their money on shit that they don't really need. You know what I mean? Yes. Goddess of the moon. I always look at this and I feel like she's about to shoot a basketball with the moon. Kind of looks like this. She's doing that. So literally, whatever these people were trying to do up under the moon has failed, because you are this goddess of the moon, which means you're more powerful when it comes to that aspect. I feel like also God loves you and accepts you into the higher realms. These people, God's not treating the same. The garden and the gate, exactly. Into the Garden of Eden, you're accepted back. These other people, not so much. Which means that you're very pure and you don't understand the functions of evil because it doesn't make sense. This is part of being on the temple path. And you'll understand that evil is a farce, that it's really, really like a cover up, basically. But yeah, this temple path, this could be also you redecorating your home, or just changing around, flipping around the furniture. This could be adding things to your home. Taking this temple path is basically walking to holy grounds. Yeah, these people are getting this message. These people that are deceitful against you, they're getting this message that a storm is coming and that they need to prepare. And it's a storm because they conjured up some type of attachment, or they have such negative attachment. Yeah, and whatever they were doing in the community to turn this group of people against you is, it's forsaken is what. Yeah, you were rearranged your living room yesterday and you're cleaning full lately. No, this is great energy though, because you're just changing up the energy in the house, and it gives you a good feeling anytime you add something or remove something or change something. So I definitely would say continue to work on your house. The seventh chakra, I knew the crown chakra was going to come out. So yeah, this has to do with your authority, your power, and what you do in the spiritual realm. You're a healer of all ages. Straight up, you guys are healers of all ages, which means anything that these people do to you, you'll heal and regenerate, and that's what they're pissed off at. This cornucopia, being a healer, and this cornucopia, and having victory. You guys are being victorious at this time. Also, you've been balancing your yin and yang energies, which has been helping you stay grounded. And so I really, really like that. I feel there's a lot of different ascension symptoms that are going on in your system, but the biggest change has to do with the balance of this yin and yang energy. And so, yeah, you could be rebalancing things in your home at this time. This is all part of your spiritual journey and things that you're learning while you're here. I mean, this is one of the reasons why you came here, so that you could learn these things. There's a many adjacent possibilities for happiness, and there's not one where you're going to be in a bad state. Like whatever these people are planning, there is not one adjacent possibility where that is going to work out. Yeah, these people are now in indecision, and they wanted you to not be able to make a decision when this person comes towards you, this new opportunity, or just with anything in your life. These people definitely thought that they were going to use a group of people against you, and that has backfired. This is because you have a happy family. And if you don't have a happy family, you're working towards that. Yes, a warm hug on your heart. Exactly. These people are all tied up. It's just funny how she's just all tied up and she's just watching you still. Like, it's like still watching, And it's because they're all tied up with this envy. The envy is what's literally tied them up. So this is a self-imposed imprisonment. This is not even something that the angels are doing. When people enter into jealousy and envy, they condemn themselves. We got fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is saying that you may use, your superpower, your strength, this angel of strength. You may use your throat chakra to help love and guide others. And this is why God is supporting you at this time, because what you're speaking, what you're telling people about themselves is helping. And what you're telling the spirit, because some of you guys talk to spirits, you like have to explain to dead people what happened and stuff like that. Literally, you using your throat chakra to express yourself and to tell, the spiritual realm what you want, the universe what you want, it's working. You have magical ability with your throat chakra. Somebody was trying to silence you because they wanted you financially restrained. This is just so that you would look like not a viable option to whatever this ex is that you have. This ex of yours was never a viable option. They were somebody that you settled with because you didn't know your true worth and value. Oh, seeing 888. That's a great number. That is a great number. So knowing that it's, even that being so, it still doesn't make your past relationship bad, because it's all a learning experience. And if we don't fumble sometimes, then we won't learn and grow, right? So I just want to see, I think we're going to use the True Crime Oracle and just see if they had what their plans were further beyond what we talked about. Because being deceitful, yeah, that is a plan. But I feel like these people still have something planned. So let's see what the True Oracle says. Well, what does it say? The True Crime. Yeah, never alone. And most of the time, you're never alone, literally. And spirit listens to you when you talk. So, all right. Let's see. What is it that these people had planned or that they still have planned? Something to do with water. Maybe they were using water magic. Okay. I don't want to go into my own trauma, but somebody definitely threatened me one time to dismember me and throw me in a body of water. I'm kind of getting that threatening energy. Somebody wants to threaten you. Also, they feel like water is a good way. I don't think like water is the best way to get rid of a body, to be honest. Let's see. A couple. So this is the people we were just talking about. Literally. Wow, you've been seeing lighter flicks next to you. It could be fairies. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this. A couple. Literally a couple. And that's what we were just talking about with the other cards. That's crazy how the cards reconfirm everything that we just were talking about. So what was their intent? I know it was to deceive. I mean, these people had some pretty bad plans. Spouse/partner. Freaking couple. These people could be married to one another, or they could be spouses/partners to one another. These people could have been wanting to come into your reality and act like they were a spouse/partner, but they're not. This person's an enemy. Abuse and neglect. So again, just like how your ex abused you, they're abusing this new person, and they're also neglectful. I mean, this person from the past was very neglectful in every type of way. Look at this, marriage and wedding. Oh my God. So they plan to have somebody come in to marry you and then to abuse you and neglect you after. That's crazy. But, it seems actually like it would make sense. This is all for the love of money. It's because somebody stole your inheritance. Surveillance. They've definitely been surveillancing you without your permission. And I guess it's not so bad being surveillanced when you don't know about it, but you guys have known about it, and that's what makes it worse. That's what turns it into a psyops rather than just, an ops. Look at that greed. Okay, let's see what these three. Oh my gosh, greed, money, and outer space. Okay. So you're being surveillanced from outer space. Basically, you're being watched from a big eye in the sky. These people want money. They're greedy, okay? And they want money. Point blank, period. Yes. 3 men were sent. Yes, this is all about money. Totally about greed. That's crazy. Is there anything else that we need from this deck? Yeah, so just know that, Archangel Michael's going to do something bad to these people. Really put them in their place. Put them out of commission. Yeah, these people definitely were having a meeting talking about how you guys shouldn't be in the community and stuff like that, which they don't really have a right to say who should be in the community and who shouldn't. Unless you're living in a sundown town, which if you are, I would definitely, if you don't know what a sundown downtown is, pause this video and search it up. But if you don't live in a sundown town, then you know what I mean? You should be able to go anywhere and do anything that you want. It's giving me major Truman Show vibes. These people want to be able to control your spiritual gifts. I think that maybe you were a part of some secret psychic program when you were a child. They did some type of testing on you and found out. And since then, they've been orchestrating everything to look like a Truman Show. And if you don't know about the Truman Show, you'll have to also Google that and read about that. This has to do with surveillancing you in your home or putting surveillance on your home. But I am picking up that you have a neighbor that doesn't play these games and that's seen something, that's watched these people. These people could have stole a house for you. Yes, on the Truman Show. It's actually on your TV right now. Oh my gosh, there are no coincidences. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. We say the Truman Show, and here it appears right on TV. Okay, hopefully I got all the cards. So this tunnel energy, this could be something that you've experienced in your dreams. Your dreams have been giving you clues and hints to what these people have been doing and planning. They see you as some type of power supply, major power supply. They also are afraid of you running away. That's why they wanted to restrain you. And then they plan to come in as a caregiver, or they want you to trust a caregiver. These people just want to use you for something. So I don't feel like you guys need a caregiver, but they've definitely been trying to cause an illness to you. Yeah, you're a runner for sure. They definitely wanted to cause an illness to you so that you would need a caregiver, so that then they could send somebody in, because the people that they've sent in to be a love relationship, you rejected them. You knew who they were. Affair, what I was just saying, people that they sent in to be an affair to you, you rejected them. And this is like when the government and the people that are doing the mind control, when they basically feel like you have too much power, they get afraid and they start playing games. And it's going to backfire on them. Cut the deck on mind control. So yeah, they thought they were going to come in and ruin your life, possibly poison you. And they definitely were doing water magic on you so that you would drown. Like metaphorically, you know what I mean? All right, we're going to get one more. Assassination. So this is what they were planning. They were going to do this through a spouse, a partner, a wedding, a marriage, through abuse and neglect, through an affair, through mind control, drugs, poison, or through a caregiver. You know what I mean? And they've had meetings about this because they feel like you're a threat. I feel like you have a part of the government that's protecting you, and you have a part of the government that definitely is just watching you, because they know, yeah, you were in that program, you've been getting flashbacks from it since you were 6. Wow, same here. Exactly. Yeah, these people definitely, for some of these people that want to take you out because they're jealous, but the government wants you to stay around because they've already invested a lot of money and resources into your life, basically, and into the testing. So it would be a loss of their science project if anything happened to you. So knowing that is good. But yeah, you straight up rejected these people that they tried to send in. I don't know what they were thinking. That was like the stupidest idea. Okay, we're going to finish with the angel number cards. I haven't seen these in a long time. So when you see these numbers in your reality, you will take what you're doing, what you're thinking about, where you are at the time, and then you'll apply it to the interpretation of the angel number. And that will give you an entire the separate reading. Okay. So let's see here. Cut the deck. 10-10, it's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in this process. Absolutely, I would tell you guys to trust in this process. You've been seeing a lot of mirrored synchronicities. 10-10. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that is wild. Seriously. The angels definitely have these numbers for you to guide you along your path. 4444. Now, this is a good number. This is a blessing in disguise. Sometimes we think that our tragedies are, well, tragedies. Okay, but they're not actually tragedies. Sometimes they're blessings in disguise. It's just in the moment of experiencing the tragedy, like sometimes when people pass away, it's actually a blessing for them and for us, right? Like that's just one example. But yeah, in the moment, we maybe don't realize that it's a blessing in disguise, but later on, we absolutely recognize it's a blessing in disguise. So this is talking about obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something that's much better. Hang in there. Wow, 111,444 views. Wow. Wow, that's wild. So yeah, repeating numbers, 7777, perseverance, change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. There is a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road that you're on. That means don't give up. So reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll know what the right next step is. And I promise you guys that when you go within, you will find that next step. And just by quieting your mind and stilling your body, that next step will come forward. 777's been following you like a stalker. I definitely agree. I see 777 quite a bit. 0404, slow down. Balance, power, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibration, and warning. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries, especially with these people, places, and things. Because again, like if you have a boundary up, and I know that these people from your past don't know how to respect boundaries, but if you have one up, they'll have to get past that. It's just another layer of protection. You create a lot of boundaries when you pray. So 1441, unique skills. Look at that. We got life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, important projects. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is a priority right now. So yeah, you guys are going to be leveling up because you have these unique skills. 9999, lessons learned, culmination, results, benefits. Wow, that man that's been lurking in the corner of your room, he left yesterday. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it, and the reward goes to you. One more. 1122, great shift. And that's what we're talking about with that new world being born, with Christ consciousness in it. It says great shift, personal growth, spiritual development, and manifestation goals, oneness, connection, and completion. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in the favor of your intentions. So we have 1010, it's up to you. We have 4444, blessing in disguise. 7777, perseverance. We got 0404, slow down. 1441, unique skills. and 9999, lessons learned, and 1122, great shift. Wow. That's awesome, you guys. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here with me today. I love you all so much. Make sure that you guys like the video, hit the subscribe button, and make sure that notification, I'm like talking so fast, notification bell is hit so that you guys know when I go live. All right. You don't want to miss out on the messages Spirit has for you. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. I'm sending you air hugs and lots of support. Okay. Until the next reading, peace be with you. You guys have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, or night. Bye.